Hello everybody, my name is Bragster and welcome to another video. This time I'm back to actually talking about my university course at the University of Sheffield, which is my journalism course. I've completed first year, that's all done now. And I know you're probably thinking, those of you especially who know the university cycle, probably thinking, well, Connor, you've been away for like, you know, a month now. Like, you've left uni about a month ago, as in like left first year of uni. So why are you talking about it now? Well, now I've gotten all of my results. I've gotten all of my university results, my internal and external exams, and I wanted to have all of it so I could talk about the first year. I keep smacking my mic. So I could talk about the first year of university as a whole as best as I possibly could. So I guess we'll start with the teaching and stuff itself. Obviously, this year's been difficult due to the pandemic. Everything was put online. We barely got anything that wasn't online. Pretty much everything was, and the little bits that we had in person, I mean, there were like 2 sessions we had in person. We had to learn shorthand all online. We had to learn all of our modules all online. The only bits we got to do in person was right at the end, where we got to do like proper journalism, and build our portfolio live, like in a newsroom, which was really cool, which was really nice. It's just a shame we only got to experience that right at the end, but we'll get to experience all of that in second year and to a better degree as well, as long as everything goes okay, which it should do, but at this point, who bloody knows. But yeah, so the teaching itself, obviously, it could have been better, because of course it could have done. We all wanted it to be in person, but unfortunately that couldn't happen, so then it all had to go online, and it was good. They did a very good job of trying to make it enjoyable, even though you were just sat in your room all day, every day. And I struggled to be in the same place for a long amount of time. Like, even when I record videos for YouTube and edit, like, after I've recorded a video for YouTube, I'll walk away from my desk for like 10 minutes, even if I don't need anything or want anything. I would just do it because it just refreshes my brain. So when you just sat there all day, and some days you were sat there all day in the same spot and you didn't move and you didn't get that interaction with anyone, it was frustrating. It really was frustrating. It was tough. It was annoying and frustrating, and I hated every second of it. And I know, like, to some people, you know, it's like, well, just get over it and stuff. I struggle in environments like that. I really do. So this year was tough. But given the fact that it was tough, I passed all of my university exams with flying colours. Like, did I get first? No. I got 2 1s in everything bar my essay, which I got a 2-2 in. So, you know, like, I don't really know what to say. Like, I'm happy with it. I'm happy with my scores. Could they have been better? Yes. I've still got to mend some of the mistakes and stuff, because you can use these for your future portfolios. Once you leave uni, you can use whatever these are. And I probably will use some of these, you know, and I will show them on my did you see the wind there? Jesus Christ. But like, I will show them on my LinkedIn's, I will show them on my CVs and stuff. So when I hand stuff in and when I try and show this is what I can do, it will really show off this is what I can do. And I will show it my journey from start to finish. You know, I don't want pieces of my work just to go missing. Like, you know, I want to show them off. I'm proud of what I've done. But unfortunately, where there comes the good stuff, there comes the bad stuff. And that's where my NCTJ stuff comes in. So if you don't know what the NCTJ is, it's a national qualification that you can get, and it's for journalists to basically prove that you're better than everyone else. That's basically what it's there to do. So it's like it's it's a controversial one because it's exam based, and obviously you got your portfolios and stuff you've done in the real world. They give you a hypothetical scenario and you've got to answer all of these questions and prove you're a really good journalist. But some people have said that it's not a good measure because it's not an actual story, and you've got to take those into account. But I think those get taken into account in a few years' time. I'm not really sure. My brain's frazzled as to the NCTJ. It's a frustrating one and very difficult to pass. And I failed both of my exams this year. My essential journalism exam, I failed. I can't remember what I got now. I think it was in the 40s. I think it was close. I do have my results, but you know, you get pass or fail in these. It doesn't matter whether you get a high mark or a low mark. It all depends on whether you pass or whether you fail. I failed. 50% is the pass mark. I didn't reach it. And then for my Power and Society, which is all about, it's basically the public affairs and stuff, and what the monarchy is like, what education is like, a lot of political stuff in that. And for someone that hates politics, I hate it. I hate talking about it. I hate everything about politics. And for someone that hates it, and for someone that actively avoids it, to then try and learn it is really difficult when you know nothing. I went in and I knew nothing. Some people have done politics at their sixth forms or at their high schools. Some people had done are into politics, so have researched a lot of this stuff before. Some people have done like media studies and stuff, so learnt some of it. Not a lot. Sociology, some of it came in. Not a lot. Again, it's similar to media. Not a lot came in. I'm just giving examples of where people have picked stuff up from. And there were some people like me who have learned nothing about it before, and we're the people that really struggled. Some people struggled that had learned it before, but like a lot of people who hadn't learned anything really did, like from what I know and from the people I know, said that they struggled a lot with it. And I was one of those. I got a very low mark. But for someone that had virtually given up 3 days before, I nearly withdrew from the exam. Like I was nearly going to email and just either withdraw from the exam or just tell them I'm screwed. And I was in a very bad mindset going into that exam. And with 1 day left, which I know isn't a lot, I really knuckled down. I tried, and because I'd rather go down fighting than just go down doing nothing. And it was tough, and I tried my best, but I was nowhere near. So now I have to do both of those next year, alongside everything else I've got to do in second year. So as if I don't make my life hard enough already, I'm making it harder again. And you can probably hear the disappointment. I wanted to pass at least one. So as soon as I found out that I didn't pass my essential journalism, which was the one that I felt confident on, I still feel confident on. I don't know where I went wrong. Apparently they're meant to tell you, but I've got no feedback, so that's great. So I can't even spend the entire summer trying to work on my work and try and get better. I can't do that. All I can do is just sit here and mull over the fact that I failed, and that doesn't feel great. Some people would prefer to take a break. My lecturers have told me to take a break. Unfortunately, I'm a workaholic. I don't like doing nothing, and like the fact that YouTube is what I do to relax, which takes a lot of time and can be quite stressful at times. This is what I do to relax. It says a lot about how I am and who I am. I'm hoping next year is a lot better in terms of my education, in terms of what works for me. I only worked out in sixth form really what worked for me, which was face-to-face contact, a lot of one-to-one with my teacher. So I used to stay after lessons. Yes, I was that kid that used to stay after lessons and just maybe clear one or two things up here and there where I needed to. I'd email them and then they would call me in to have a chat every now and again. You know, because that's what worked for me a lot. You know, I didn't need my hand held. I just needed, you know, for me to learn, I need to see it. I need to see the person's face. I need to, you know, be there and, you know, some of it, and actually talk to the people. The fact that we've done almost we did do a year of uni work, and I could count on my hands the amount of times I've actually spoken to my lecturers, like literally spoken to them. I could probably count on one hand how many chances I've had to ask my lecturers questions speaking, because it's a bit awkward when you're doing it over like Zooms and what was the other thing we used? Blackboard. That was it. We used Blackboard, and it's quite awkward for you to speak in those sessions. It really is awkward for you to speak in those sessions, and it just I don't know what it is. It just, something felt off about this year a lot, and some people preferred to be, you know, do all their work and then just be in the exact place they get to relax in and not having to walk back and forth, because there's a lot of walking in Sheffield. But for me, I just didn't. I prefer the walks. I prefer getting my head together. Like, a lot of the time, like, I'll be walking around. I would have been walking around sixth form and I'd be completely silent. I'd be in a zone. And that's me trying to think over things. I try and get my head around certain aspects of what I want to do, and then work on them when I get to my destination. And I wasn't able to do that this year. I probably could have come up with a better solution than I did, but I did the best that I could. I passed the year, so I don't have to worry about that. And it's just a lot of work towards my NCTJ, and next year is a year where I'm really going to have to prove myself. And I felt like I proved myself this year for a guy that only just got into uni, was the only one to get rejected and then accepted by the uni for my course after the debacle with all the exams and stuff. I proved myself. I proved that I could be one of the best on the course, and that not to judge me by the grades the government gave me. Now I've just got to prove to them that I can do the rest, that I can go above and beyond, and I can push to be one of the best on the course. That's my next aim. But before I blabber on too much, although I already have, if you've enjoyed this, please hit the like button to show me that you enjoy these types of videos, the videos where I talk about my life a bit more and a bit more about my university life. And if that helps you, put those down in the comments down below. And if you have any questions, and I mean any questions, especially if you are coming in September to your university, put those down in the comments down below. I'll answer them, any of them. I don't mind. You can follow me on Twitter as well and ask me questions on there, or at all. You can put it in the comments, ask me on Twitter, whatever you want. I'm available to talk to, and I'll happily help whoever I can into making your transition into uni better And not only that, but probably getting rid of a few fears, if you have any of those. Because university can be scary, but it shouldn't be. It should be something exciting for you, because you're going to somewhere to get closer to what you want to do for the rest of your life, and that's exciting. It really is. If you're new here and want to see more stuff like this, hit that subscribe button and check out all my other stuff on the channel. I very much am a variety channel at this point. I do loads of stuff, so keep your eyes peeled on the channel for other things like this. And I shall see all of you in the next video. See ya!